What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So I saw so many gun YouTube channels doing their top 5, top 10 of 2024. And so I figured I'd jump in on trend too. But I'm not going to do what I feel is the top 5 or top 10 releases from 2024. I'm going to do my top 5 firearms that I reviewed in 2024, because I don't like to give an opinion on a gun that I have not had any time with, that I have not fired. I don't like to say, there are some definite cool guns out there that would be on this list, but I don't have hands-on experience with them. So I don't want to say anything. I don't want to weigh in on those. I just want to review my top 5 that I personally reviewed in 2024 with one honorable mention. And this is not guns that were released in 24. Some of these were released a while ago, but I didn't have any experience with them. And I reviewed them this year. And I give you my opinion on them. I think a few of them were released in 2024. Yes, some are actually pretty old, but I finally, like I stated, I finally got a hold of it so I can give you my opinion on it. So here it is, my top 5 guns that I reviewed on my channel for 2024. We'll start with number 6, the honorable mention, and that is the FN High Power, the HIGH High Power. By the way, I have videos on all these. They're already released. So I'll put a link to each one down below if you want to check it out. There's a few reasons this didn't get higher on the list. I think it is a very cool gun. I think it is a finely engineered, finely made gun. There are a couple of small issues. The biggest one, why it didn't get higher on the list, was the price. I mean, it's really accurate, really reliable. I think it's a good looking pistol. I think this rubbed a lot of high power fans the wrong way, and they don't like it. But if you get a chance, I think you should actually shoot it. I think you would probably enjoy it quite a bit. But it is very expensive for what you get. And you'll see in the review, there's issues with gaps in the grips. Look at that. With that being said, I think it is a great gun. But price, the value for money is not really there. I think they could probably get away with this thing being $300 to $400 cheaper. Honestly, I think this is probably around a $900 to $1,000 gun. These are about $13, somewhere around there. So that's the reason it was kept lower. Also, I think high power fans probably just would have been happier with an updated high power with a swept beaver tail and all kind of other stuff, rather than the full redesign. So that's the honorable mention on that one. Number 5. Okay, number 5. The TSOS Stakeout in 38 Super and 9. I think this is a really cool gun. This really impressed me. This all matte nickel. And they're even cheaper now at the time of this video. I want to say I paid, I don't remember, mid-5s. They're down in the 4s now. You get 2 barrels. You get the 38 Super and the 9 barrel, the 38 Super Mag and the 9 barrel. It's accurate. It's reliable. I think it's good looking. I also like the fact that the only writing on it is a small little bit there and a small right there. They didn't put banners. They didn't put nothing. They didn't just cover this gun in logos and banners and all that kind of other kind of stuff. I love the fact that it's like a, almost like a lunchbox gun, like they used to call it back in the day, with no markings, nothing on it. And yeah, man, for the price, this company offers insane values. I did review quite a few TSOS this year, and this is the one I think that impressed me the most. There's a few issues with build quality and stuff like that, but otherwise, number 5 on the list. All right. Number 4 on the list. The Heritage Manufacturing Roscoe. I dig this little revolver, man. This is like a super retro, like 1930s detective cop revolver for not a lot of money. You'll notice this list has some, most of them are value priced firearms that are very impressive for what you get for the money. This is another cool retro revolver. I was totally impressed with this thing for the price that they're asking, which is somewhere in the threes, I think. This thing is super cool, man. It's retro as hell. Little 5-shot 38 special. This is a cool gun, and that's why it has secured the 3rd spot on my top 5 list. 4th spot, excuse me. Number 3 was the HK P30 with the LEM trigger. Now, I know this gun, this is the one I was talking about, it's been out for a while, but I never shot it. I shot the VP9s. I own an HK USP. I've shot a lot of HKs in my time. I never shot the P30, especially the P30 with the LEM trigger. It's fantastic. This is a fantastic gun. This thing impressed the shit out of me when I shot it. I was a little concerned about, not a big fan of, like, SIG's got the DAC trigger. This one's called the LEM, where it's like really light take up to a wall and then it fires. But as soon as I took it out and shot it, man, it's cool. Super impressed. Of course, it's HK quality. The grip is fantastic. This is a fantastic gun, and especially in the LEM version. And that's why it is number 3 on my list of review of guns that I reviewed in 2024. Number 4. Now, these last 2, I struggled with this one because I really like number 4 and was really impressed with number 4. But I was slightly more impressed, and it shocked me, and that's why this number 1 captured the number 1 spot. But the what did I say? Number 4. Number 2. Number 2. Really impressed with number 2, the 2nd place spot, and that is the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Man, is this a cool gun. Ever since I bought it, reviewed it, I've been carrying this sucker. It is so light and thin and reliable and accurate. It's easy to shoot. I'm totally impressed with this thing. This thing is amazing. This thing easily could have taken my number 1 spot, but the number 1 impressed me just a little bit more. So I got nothing bad to say about this gun. I really don't. I think it is fantastic. My experience with this gun has been awesome, and I highly recommend it, and that's why it clinched the number 2 slot in my top 5. The next one barely beaten out by the next one. And the next one is, what's the number 1 pistol that I reviewed for 2024? The Stoeger STR-9. Now, one of the big reasons it beat out the Bodyguard, because the Bodyguard was in contention for number 1 for a long time. I was like, oh, this is the best pistol I reviewed for 2024. But then this came along. I believe the Bodyguard's still hovering around 4. I think I paid $209 for this thing with 2 15-shot magazines. The accuracy on this is fantastic. The reliability is great. The trigger pull is not bad. It's on par with Glock, maybe a little better. I think the aesthetics, the design feature, the slide serrations, the grip, everything is superior to Gen 4 and back. I talk about it in my review. I was blown away with how easy this gun is to shoot. How easy, how much I enjoyed. That was the thing too. I took it out and I started shooting it. First of all, I think it looks a lot better than the Glocks Gen 4 back. And just the ergonomics, the build quality. When I took this out and started shooting, I was so impressed at what I got for $209. I was blown away. I was blown away. You can see it in the video. I was actually shocked that you could pick this up for that price. And it is good. It is as good as it is for that. It was insane. Insane. So there it is, guys. There's my top 5. Again, it barely beat out the Bodyguard. I think maybe, and this is an older pistol. I think he's been out for a while. Maybe for innovation and new releases and stuff, this one would be a little bit better. But the reason I said it's not is the price. This still is commanding a good price. And I was just more surprised at how good this one was and how much I enjoyed shooting this thing and how accurate it was and how easy it is to shoot, man. And how good it looks too. I like the way it looks. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Did my picks suck? Are they good? Let me know what gun was your favorite. Did you pick up any new guns in 2024? And if you did, which one surprised you the most and which one was your favorite where you were just like, wow, this is a great gun. Every penny I spent is worth, it's worth every penny I spent on this sucker. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.